Hey, you got your ID on you, sir?
I'm not going to give it to you.
Okay, well, I need to identify you, okay?
No, you don't.
Yes, what's your name?
This is North Carolina, right?
What's your name?
Are we still in North Carolina? I don't have to give you nothing.
Then you need to...
I don't have to give you... What am I under arrest for? What is the charge? What is the charge? You just demanded my ID. What am I being charged with?
I'm asking for your ID.
What am I being charged with?
I'm asking you for your ID.
You told me I needed it. You needed it. What am I being charged with? What's the crime? What am I being charged with?
So you're not going to tell me who you are?
Nope, I'm not going to do that.
Are you scared to tell me who you are?
Nope, I'm not scared to tell you.
You have warrants on you?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Well, maybe we need to find out.
Hello, and welcome back to Legal Dissent, where we evaluate your constitutional rights before they're taken away. Thank you all so much for joining us. Many of you have complained to me that you are not being notified by YouTube of when our new videos are being released. Now, we do try our best to release new content every Monday and Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and in addition to this, the best way to ensure that you are being notified of new videos is by hitting the little notification bell right above the subscribe button, and that should make sure that you are being notified of our new videos. Today, we evaluate a video submitted by a subscriber who wanted us to review the audit of Brand Example News that took place back in February of this year as he was filming the police training center in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's a pretty long encounter and I cut out quite a bit, so please visit Brand Example News channel and let them know that Legal Dissent sent you. As always, the links to the original videos, channel, statutes, case law, and contact information of the law enforcement agency involved is included in the description below. Brand Example News films the exterior of the police training facility when he is first approached by an officer.
You doing all right today?
Yeah. Still breathing.
What's that?
Still breathing.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
I noticed you were looked like maybe videoing a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool deal. You
getting some exercise, walking around video.
Are you? Cool deal. You live in the area?
I might not.
Yeah. Okay.
If I tell you where I live, you might come by creeping around my house.
Oh, you think I would?
I don't know. I don't know what y'all would do.
I don't know why I'd do that. Are you doing anything illegal?
Not that I know of.
Doesn't look like it to me.
All right then.
But like I said, I thought I'd just get out and talk to you for a minute and see how you were doing and see if there's anything that I can help you with.
I just saw the training center. Figured I'd video it.
Okay. Fair enough. I mean, there's nothing illegal about that.
Nope, nothing at all.
This conversation goes on for a few minutes where the officer and the auditor chit-chat about nothing really all that significant. This is the appropriate way for an officer to approach a citizen who is exercising his or her rights to film public property. There's nothing wrong with conversations as part of a consensual encounter, knowing that the auditor can walk away at any time. Well done by the officer for doing his job without trampling on the rights of the auditor, and well done by the auditor for refusing to give his identification. Brand Example News now moves on to another part of the facility, and he begins to record the police and pursuit training exercises as he is approached by yet another officer.
Hey man, how's it going?
I'm good.
Did they already get out with you? What are you doing over here? Can we help you with something? Do you need an officer?
Nope.
Okay, well, what are you doing over here?
What's your name?
It's Officer Pickard.
Pickard? Your badge number?
5065.
5065.
Just, do you need an officer for something? Do you need help with something? Just hanging out?
I don't need anybody.
All right, so here's the deal. You can be on the sidewalk, but you're not going to be over here, okay, against the fence. It's city property, okay?
City property?
Yes, you can be on the sidewalk.
Who pays for the city?
Okay, I'm telling you, it's private property over here. Do you understand that?
Taxpayer property.
I'm telling you, this is private property.
So I shouldn't have to pay
Like
taxes
I said,
anymore?
well, that's up to you. That's totally up to you. But you're going to have to be on the sidewalk.
You
Okay?
definitely can't be leaning over the fence like you were when I pulled up.
I was watching them do their little thing.
Okay,
You gotta do it from the sidewalk, though.
exactly. You can be banned from the city property, okay? You understand that? If you want to go to the sidewalk, that's 100% fine. You can film all you want from over there. All right, just letting you know.
I figured I was all right as long as I don't
sir.
pass that fence.
I'm letting you know, okay? This is private property.
And what's your name and badge number?
2846 is my code number.
2846?
Yes.
And your name?
You want to go to the sidewalk.
Your name?
Bush, B-U-S-H.
Bush?
If you want to go to the sidewalk, that's fine. But you're not going to be leaning over the fence.
Finally somebody with a camera.
Yeah, it's right here.
Yep.
We're filmed.
Do you understand?
I was just filming y'all doing your little pursuit
I'm just letting
thing.
you know. If you want to go to the sidewalk, you can film all you want. Over here is private property. Okay? You understand?
I don't see what it hurt.
I'm just letting you know. Okay?
Just film from the sidewalk. That's fine. You can do whatever
That's
you
a
want from the
public
sidewalk.
sidewalk.
But over here in the grass and hanging through and over the fence like you were, you can't do.
I wasn't
That's
hanging
pretty-
over the fence.
you
I was
were.
just getting away
You
from
were
the chain
over
link.
there.
On the fence.
Absolutely were.
We saw you were on the fence over there.
Yeah.
Okay? Either go
I was
to the
above the
side-
fence so I could
all right,
see.
It's not a debate. Okay? I'm not here to debate you. All right? If you want to film,
We'll allow you to do what you are allowed
You'll
to
allow
do,
me
but
to
just
do?
not right here. Okay, just from the sidewalk, if that's fine.
You allow me to do it.
No, we allow. If you're going to do film, just film from the sidewalk. That's what he's
I don't
trying to
have a
tell you.
First Amendment right unless you allow
This
it.
is private property.
This is private property. So if you want to film, yes, that's okay, but just do it over there on the sidewalk, just not right here. Does that make sense?
We're trying to be nice about this. If we have to, we'll call patrol out here, and they'll ban you from the city property. You understand that? Then if you step back on city property, you're going to go to jail for second-degree trespassing. We're trying to make this as nice as we can. Do what you want to over there at the sidewalk. Film all you want. We have no problem with that. But you're not going to do it over here on city property. All right, no, it's not a debate.
15 feet away.
No, it's not a debate. Okay? Get on the sidewalk and film all you want. We have no problem with that. That's your right. Film all you want with your cell phone, no problem. So go ahead over to the sidewalk. Sir, it's
I
not
already
a debate.
talked to patrol over there.
Okay, it's not a debate.
Sidewalk's over there, sir.
Sidewalk's over there.
Second-degree trespassing in the state of North Carolina is defined by North Carolina General Statutes, Article 22B, Section 14-159.13. This criminalizes the act of an individual entering or remaining on the property of another after being notified not to enter or remain, or if the area is reasonably likely to inform intruders that they are not allowed to enter. In this situation, the auditor stopped at the fence. The fence is a reasonable method to inform would-be intruders that you cannot enter. The question then becomes if the officers have the authority to ask him to leave the driveway area and go back to the sidewalk. The two issues we have to resolve is first, if the police have the right to exclude members of the public from the training facility. And if the answer to that is yes, would the driveway be considered part of the property that they can exclude people from? The United States Supreme Court held in Katz v. United States that information exposed to the public eye has no reasonable expectation of privacy. Anything that has no reasonable expectation of privacy can be filmed from a public area. However, the First Amendment is subject to reasonable time, place, and manner restrictions. The United States Supreme Court held in International Society for Krishna Consciousness versus Lee that the government need not permit all forms of speech on property that it owns and controls. Where the government is acting as a proprietor, managing its internal operations, its actions will not be subjected to a heightened review, which means that limitations on expressive activity, which would be an activity like conducting a First Amendment audit, must only be reasonable as long as the regulation is not an effort to suppress the speaker's activity due to disagreement with the speaker's view. In this case, as long as they have barred access to the facility to everyone and not just First Amendment auditors, then yes, they can refuse access to the facility. So the crux of the issue here is, would the area around the driveway leading to the training facility be considered part of the facility's property? And if so, could the officers ban someone from it? Driveways to homes, businesses, and other areas are generally considered property owned by the owner of the premises that the driveway leads to, unless there is an easement exception granted. For example, if the driveway was the only access point for multiple homes from the public road. In State v. Grice, a North Carolina Supreme Court case decided in 2015, the court held that the police officers have the right to approach the door of a home from the driveway and to seize contraband that they could plainly view from the driveway. Driveways and paths leading to doorways of homes, buildings, and other facilities are considered to be accessible to the public and allows door-to-door salesmen, police officers, and others to approach a building without being guilty of trespassing. As the United States Supreme Court held in Breard versus Alexandria, it is true that the knocker on the front door is treated as an invitation or license to attempt an entry, justifying ingress to the home by solicitors, hawkers, and peddlers for all kinds of sellable articles. However, once such visitors are barred from premises by notice or order, subsequent trespasses have been punished. But this is not a private home. This is not a private business. This is government-owned property that is adjacent to the sidewalk. A grassy area that is akin to a park or any other public place where your freedom of speech is protected. That being said, why are the officers not wanting him to film from this area? I'd get it if he was in the way of traffic or doing something dangerous, but he's not. He's filming the police conducting training exercises of their pursuit tactics, which is pretty cool. Car chases are entertaining, which is why it seems every Hollywood action blockbuster includes at least one of them. So what's the big deal here? I think the auditor hones in on the very reason right here.
What did I hurt? What did I hurt? Did I hurt somebody's feelings? Because I'm not crossing over anything.
Go on over to the sidewalk, sir. Like I said, go on over to the sidewalk.
What did it hurt for me just filming you all doing your little patrol thing?
What's it going to hurt you filming it from the sidewalk?
Can't see anything from over there. You got
There you
bushes
go.
and trees in the way. And there you go. You don't want me to see it.
This officer just shot himself in the foot. They do not want him to watch. They do not want to be held accountable. They do not want the public to know what tax dollars are being spent on.
Why won't you just go to the sidewalk?
I can't see anything from over there. But that's what you want, right? You don't want me to see your training?
You can't be up here on the fence.
What
on private
does
property.
it hurt me just filming over that so I don't look through the chain link?
Private property. You can't be here.
Private
be on the
property
sidewalk.
paid for by taxpayers.
I pay my taxes too. I live in Charlotte. It doesn't matter. It's private property.
You work for the city?
Obviously.
You're getting paid with taxpayer money, so all you're doing is giving a little bit of it back of my money.
Go to the sidewalk.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. Cops or city, anybody work for a city or government say they pay taxes too. They're getting paid with taxpayers' money.
Well,
We're
we'll just
being
wait for an
extorted
officer, and
so
then if
these
you
people
still
can
don't
have more
leave,
money.
You'll just go to jail for trespassing. This shouldn't be a big deal.
That shouldn't. This is not.
Right? It's pretty
What did I
simple
hurt?
for you
What
to
did I
fix
hurt?
It doesn't
What
matter
did
what
I
you
hurt?
It's private property. I can't make that any more simpler. None of these guys can explain that any easier than private property. You wouldn't want us up in your front yard, right? That's private property.
If you pay for it, I wouldn't mind at all.
No,
Pay for it and I'll let you up there.
No, you wouldn't.
I pay you all salaries and I pay for all this.
Okay.
I have a very small point of it, but they still take my money every time they get a chance.
All right. Well, we can do it the hard way then.
And they keep raising the stinking taxes.
They do, don't they?
Yeah.
We're not arguing with you. We're just asking you to leave.
I'm not arguing either. I'm asking a question. Who did it hurt? It hurt no one. No one at all.
On the sidewalk.
It's just that you have to have authority over people, which is ridiculous.
Okay. That's your opinion, and that's fine. You can have your opinion. I've got
Nobody
mine.
had a problem with me filming until you came up.
You're right, because
Then as soon as you came up, he come over here to back you up.
of course.
And then this officer came over. Everybody else just waved, said hi, how you doing, do you need anything? I'd say no. And they'd say, okay, have a nice day. And that was it.
So now that you got them going around again, are you ready to go?
This is downright ridiculous, you know?
I agree.
Downright ridiculous. You just have to have authority over people. Is that the thing? Is that what it is?
Do you have an ID with you? Just so we can say
Am I under arrest?
No.
Okay then.
Just to say who we talked to today, or just tell
Nope,
me your first
I'm not
name?
giving you nothing at all.
You don't
The
want
way
us
you
to know
come
who
up
we're
here,
talking to?
the way you come up here, I'm not giving you nothing at all.
Okay, you want to give it
nothing.
to somebody else?
Nope, not giving it to nobody. If you want it, my attorney can give it to you if you want to go that way.
Doesn't matter. I'm just asking so that we know who we were talking to today. That was it.
I'm pretty sure my attorney handles criminal too. He might. I don't know. I'll have to ask him. I know he handles civil. He's handled a couple cases for us.
Hey, you got your ID on you, sir?
I'm not going to give it to you.
Okay, well, I need to identify you, okay?
No, you don't.
Yes, what's your name?
This is North Carolina, right?
In North Carolina, you are only required to show identification to an officer if you have been legally detained. To be legally detained, an officer must have reasonable, articulable suspicion that you have committed a crime, are committing a crime, or about to commit a crime.
Are we still in North Carolina? I don't have to give you nothing.
Then you need to...
I don't have to give you... What am I under arrest for? What is the
not
charge?
under arrest.
What is the charge? You just demanded my ID. What am I being
Okay,
charged
I'm
with?
asking for your ID.
What am I being charged with?
I'm asking you for your ID.
You told me I needed it. You needed it. What am I being charged with? What's the crime? What am I being charged with?
So you're not going to tell me who you are?
Nope, I'm not going
Are
to
you
do that.
scared to tell me who you are?
Nope, I'm not
Do you
scared
have
to tell
warrants
you.
on you?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Well, maybe we need to find out.
Arrest me and find out.
Okay.
Arrest me and find out.
Sir, we're fine. We're fine. So,
No, he wants to arrest me. Now I'm
Dude,
going to
we're
get
not
it. Now we're talking to an attorney. Now we're going attorney grounds. No, he just said so.
listen.
He thinks I have
can
warrants.
I have a moment with
He
you?
thinks I have warrants.
Can I speak to
Who's
you?
the highest ranking person here?
I am. Can I speak to you over here, sir?
Sure. He just basically threatened me. I don't like being threatened. Now we've gone a whole new different.
Just calm down.
We've gone a
Just-
whole different way.
Just calm down.
We've gone a whole different way.
Just calm down.
I was hurting no one at all.
My name is Officer Vaughn Pauls. Okay.
Okay.
Whether you decide to give me your name or not,
I'm not going
okay,
to.
that's fine.
Not after this.
Okay. As long as you don't, and do we have an agreement here? Look, you can hold the camera.
I'm
Look
just
me
making
in-
sure it's
look
still
me in-
recording.
Look me in the face, okay? As long as you don't climb the fence, okay?
I wasn't.
Okay,
I'm not going to
just
find
listen
that
to me.
fence.
Just listen to me.
I'd expect you
Hey,
to.
just listen to me.
To me personally, I'd expect you might shoot me for getting on that
nobody's
fence, and I ain't
gonna
going to do
shoot you,
that.
but just don't climb on the fence, okay? If you're going to film, that's your right, okay? We're going.
I'm not hurting
I'm just
anybody.
giving you an agreement that I'm going to deal with you, okay? That I'm going to allow you to stay here as long as you're not hurting anybody or anything like that. I talked to my higher ups; they said that you're fine, that you're here, as long as you're not yelling obscenities or climbing
never
the
said a
fence.
word to
I know. I'm
anybody.
just giving you the
Never said a word to
disclaimer
anybody.
that as long as you don't climb the fence or do anything like that or yell, I'm just trying to give you so you won't say, well, the officer didn't tell me I could climb the fence, or the officers didn't say I could yell at people. I'm just.
Do I look
as
like
long-
an
as-
idiot?
No, as long as
You
you don't.
can't tell what I look
So
like.
as long as
so
you don't block, the driveway that cars can come in and out.
I'm not gonna
that's
do
fine.
that.
Okay,
I'm-
so cool.
I'll tell you what, I'm 60 years old. I'm not going to block no
I'm
driveway. I
46.
learned that a long time ago.
Yeah, and I'm 46.
I learned
so-
that when I was about that high.
Okay, so as long as we're on that agreement, and as long as we don't cross that line, sir, we're good. Okay.
And I responded out here. This is who I am. My
Okay.
card. Obviously, I don't
Let
think
everybody see it.
you were breaking any laws or anything like that.
See, that's what I said.
Talking with us.
And they're telling me I'm breaking laws and trespassing and stuff.
So, if you have any questions for me, my email address is on there.
Okay.
Is there anything I can do for you today?
Look at all these officers I got out here.
Well, it's the academy. There's a bunch of officers here all the time. So, is there anything I can do for you today? Is there anything I can help you out with? Are you good to
Well,
go?
get the city to pay off my mortgage so they can talk about being on my property. They try to associate my house with this public property. It doesn't make any sense to me.
I didn't hear it.
It doesn't makes no sense to me.
But anyways, I don't know what your interest is. I'm glad you have an interest. I was a photography major. I took pictures and films all the time. So I know you're not doing anything wrong, and I appreciate you being interested in taking film or photography, especially of police stuff. But anyways, you have a nice day. Maybe we'll meet again in the future if you ever
maybe.
out here. Okay. I hope so. Under good terms.
All right, thank you.
See you, sir.
All right, thank you. Nobody wants to beat me up, arrest me? You want to arrest me?
All right, sir. You have a good day.
I would have had a great day.
Step outside the driveway, okay? Thank you.
have to give the direction. Step outside the driveway. I stepped right back over here where they told me I can't be. Or right back where I told you can't be.
I believe Officer Pauls did a great job at de-escalating the situation, and he did the right thing here by pulling the auditor away from the overly aggressive officers. The sergeant also did well by recognizing that the auditor was not doing anything wrong and by letting the other officers know. Great job to Brand Example News for standing up to some officers who wanted to push him around. What do you all think? Should the auditor have done or said something differently? Did the officers handle it appropriately? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you next time right here on Legal Dissent.